it's Murder here, and welcome to a new series called Top Game, kind of like Top Gun, the TV series. Pretty much what I'm going to do is I'm just going to talk about early access games, free-to-play games, whatever it may be, mostly on Steam, maybe some on Xbox, we'll find out. But kind of like review them a little bit and tell you about them so you guys can go play them for yourself. This game is easily one of the coolest games I've ever played, Heroes and Generals. It's a World War II based war game. You can choose the Axis powers or the Ally powers, but I guess the Ally powers are pretty much just the US. Like, they don't actually call them the Allies. I'm pretty sure they just refer to them as like the United States. But anyways, it's really interesting game. I apologize for like the drop of frames and stuff in the video. Nothing I could really do about that. At that time, I had not realized I guess what the settings I should have the game at while I record. It's still HD, still great looking. The grass looks a little bit I guess edgy, I don't know, not really smooth, but it's a really great looking game. It plays really well, really smooth, and really realistic as well. Maybe I think 1 or 2 bullets will kill a person depending on their current health at that time. One headshot bullet, one bullet to the head will pretty much kill somebody like a normal bullet would. But yeah, really interesting game. To dumb it down for you guys, I'm getting text messages. To dumb it down for you guys, imagine like an Arma 3 in World War II that people can actually play. That's that actually my friend said that, so I took that for him. Shout out to Garrett. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so it's a really interesting game, really fun. This is just one of the maps out of like the mini staged maps. There's actually a thing called War in the game. Now, War you can unlock at level 3. At this time in the video, I think I'm like level 1, almost 2 or something. But once you hit level 3 or Corporal in the game, that's actual rank, you can go into War, which in War it has like an entire map of Western Europe, like a huge map of Western Europe, and it's obviously the Allies versus the Axis. And you can deploy yourself at any front, at any town, any base, whatever it may be, and you can enlist yourself into that battle, whatever the queue may be, and you basically drop down into that battle, and you will continue to fight and push them back to basically extend the front and eventually take over all of their capitals. I think for the Axis powers, they control Berlin, Zurich, Prague, and there's a couple other ones, but I can't really remember those now. For the Allies, it is London. You can actually go across sea. I don't think you can actually physically travel across sea in the game, but I think you can just spawn your character at sea if the front is pushed back towards London. But yeah, so there's London, Paris, everything like that, and it's a really fun game. I would suggest this to anybody that likes kind of World War II history, anything like that, because it's like you're making your own history. It's like you're making the war, by yourself. And it's kind of cool because you're actually fighting the war. Imagine Risk. If you ever played the game Risk, it's like Risk, but you're actually fighting instead of you're being the person that controls the fighting, which is really cool aspect. So it's a really cool game. You guys should definitely check it out. It is on PC at the moment. I think it's in beta. They call it early access. I would only call early access games in alpha, but yes, it is in beta. And really interesting game. Stay away from grenades. Grenades are deadly for both you and the enemy. Yeah. And one thing that's really cool in the game is you actually get rewarded XP for doing things such as wounding somebody, and I think if you wound somebody, it'll spot them. And the cool thing is, it's not like a Battlefield spotting system where if you spot them, there's a little red dot that basically hovers over them. It actually just stays in that exact spot where you spotted them. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll talk to you all later. Goodbye.
Wouldn't it be nice living life like everything was a party? Only 18 years deep and now we're getting started. Finish line clear, so we focused on the target. Wouldn't it be nice if we saturate the market? And wouldn't it be great if we could just simply rage and never think about calm down or at your age? I say hey, hands up, the record plays. Wouldn't it be great if I could live on stage? Let me introduce you to the duel with a dream.